Hey everyone, Carol and Tiger here with our Living in the Flow video number 4. Just a little recap from last week. So last video 3, we worked on stagnant energy in our space, in our bodies, and I was watching the video and I realized I didn't mention something about the cross crawl. So one of the things, this came to me as I was walking with my kids and holding hands and carrying things. When we walk, we are wired to do the cross crawl. Okay, so when you're walking and your arms are swinging, usually your right arm swings when your left leg goes forward, your left arm swings forward when your right leg goes forward, and you have that kind of cross crawl motion going on as you're walking. Think about it. What if you're holding a bag? What if you're holding hands with someone? Sometimes that gets stopped. Maybe only one arm is swinging. Maybe no arms are swinging. Maybe it's like the girl on Seinfeld, I think it was a woman anyway, that didn't move her arms when she walked. Do you remember that? And I still remember Elaine making fun of that. Anyway, so maybe you're just, for some reason, your arms aren't able to swing back and forth. So keep that in mind. As you're walking around, swing your arms. Make sure you're doing that cross crawl. Keeping your energies crossed, keeping that energy moving, letting it flow all through your body. Okay, recap from last week. Now, this week, this is a fun one. I think we've touched on this a little bit, but I just have to reiterate it because it's what can cause so much stress to a planner. And that is being willing and open to changing the plan. So a lady that I follow, I've worked with a little bit, she was sharing an experience. She and her husband both work from home, and they have, I think, 4 boys, and it goes great while school's in session. They're able to work really hard while the kids are at school, but now it's summer break, and they moved since last summer, so they're in a new home with a more open floor plan. And she said that it was like the first or second day of summer break, and it was so loud in their house that neither she nor her husband could get any work done. Very frustrating if you have any idea what that's like, trying to work with how many people stopping you. You don't just go hide in your office. There's too much going on, and so you're not able to get your work done, right? And she said they decided that they had to sit down and rework the plan. And so what are they doing? Well, they now have a new schedule with their children. They are they decided that both she and her husband work really well in the morning. The morning is their good time. Now, some people, they're most efficient in the morning, some are in the evening, some are late at night, some are in the afternoon. Everybody's a little different, but they're their best in first thing in the morning. So she and her husband are now going to get up at 5 a.m. and go to work, and they are going to allow their children to sleep in till like 8:30 or 9. Could you imagine what that would be like if you're a kid that had to get up in the summer and all of a sudden you don't? And speaking of the plan, my nanny is on vacation, and so we have a fill-in nanny, and my son's not loving the fill-in nanny, so he's in here eating his lunch with me. If you hear that little clinking, huh, bud? So it's be willing to change the plan. So anyway, so they're now getting up early in the morning. They're allowing their children to sleep in. Then once their kids get up, they're spending time with kids and having the good time, and then working some in the evening after things have quieted down. Wow, that's a big adjustment. If you're used to working like 9 to 5, and now you've got to work like 5 a.m. to 9, and then 7:30 or 8 p.m. to 10 or whatever it is. But that's how you flow, right? rather than saying, you kids are just gonna have to be quiet. We're not taking this anymore. I can't handle the noise in the house, so you're gonna have to figure out how to be quiet. It's, okay, let's see what we can work with. How can we make this a synergistic, beautiful experience for everyone? So when you talk about synergy, Stephen Covey teaches about synergy, when 1 + 1 equals more than 2, right? That's where you don't just get together and compromise, you come out with a better option. So it's not just, oh, let's see, what was the example he uses? Something to the effect of, there's 2 people sharing an office and one person likes to have the window open and the other one is frustrated and doesn't want the window open. And rather than just saying, all right, then we're just gonna open it halfway, they discuss it. Well, why do you want the window open? Well, why do you want it closed? And then they come up with a way to switch the room around and make it work so it works for everybody. So they solve the issues. And it's a synergistic, multiplying, absolutely amazing result rather than just a compromise. And so here you go, you look at this lady that I'm telling you the story about. They didn't just compromise. They didn't just say, you're just gonna have to be quiet while I'm at work and then we're gonna play. That would be a compromise. That's just meeting halfway. They work together. Now the kids get to have a fun time. The parents get to get their work done. They still get to have family time. They still get to have quiet time, and it works out great. Mom and dad get to work at their most efficient time. The kids get the bonus of sleeping in. I mean, there's so many things there that could be viewed as a positive rather than just a compromise. So be willing to adjust the plan. That is how you live in the flow. So when something doesn't go as planned, stop, take a deep breath, and see how you can adjust for a synergistic result. Rather than just a compromise to make it work and get it through, let's really get it exponentially improving and adjust the plan for a synergistic, happy, more beneficial result. Can you do that? Tell me what it is that I want you to put in the comments, what is it that's gone against the plan for you? What shoe has been thrown in the works for you that now you're gonna come up with a synergistic approach to adjusting the plan? And hey, if you need help figuring it out, that's what we're here for, to help each other. Let's figure it out. Well, okay, what plan is being thwarted? Let's figure out how we can make it a synergistic, exponentially amazing, better plan. All right, there you go. I will talk to you again soon with video number 5.